morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. As usual, late at night. I don't know how many times I try to start something earlier in the day, but I just never get to it. Today was a good day. I had home care come in, got a shower and everything. And then we decided that we were going to go out for lunch, Claudine and I and some of her friends. And we went out to a Chinese buffet. Haven't been to a buffet for a long time. I haven't been to a restaurant in a very long time. So going to the Chinese buffet was a treat. Claudine brought me all sorts of good food. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very nice. I didn't eat a lot, but I certainly ate enough to make me incredibly full. And then we were making a few decisions. We have a lamp here that we have no light bulb for. It has 2 light bulbs, and one works and the other one has burnt out. And we cannot find that light bulb anywhere. And I said to Claudine, I only paid $19 for the whole lamp at IKEA. So I said, we're not going to waste time looking for this bulb. We'll get another lamp. Well, then we thought, well, we'll go to the thrift store and we'll get a better quality lamp at the thrift store and then maybe buy a new shade. And Claudine said, I have a new shade out in the shed. So it'll all work out if we can find this lamp. So we got that to do one of these days. Then we came in to the house. And Claudine and I worked on my collage because I was getting behind. So it was supposed to be made for the 1st of September, but I have now got it made and I'm going to show it tomorrow. So tomorrow will be my collage. I show my collage. Bill went to daycare today. In order to win a painting, a smaller painting, you have to win 2 bingos. If you win 3 bingos, you get a bigger painting. So my first painting of a flower he got for 2 bingos. And a couple weeks later, today, he got me another very nice painting, but done by somebody there, and it's now up hanging in my room, so I'm enjoying that. I am anxiously awaiting somebody to come and look for my bed, because it kind of takes a big chunk of my room, and it'd be nice to get that room back, but we'll wait as long as we have to. Bill's sister Pat is coming on October the 3rd. So that's going to be good. I feel like I'm reciting an itinerary, somebody's itinerary of what they've done all day or where they're going for the next week. That's not very interesting. Why don't I tell you not an itinerary of something happening, but something that did happen? Wasn't funny at the time. Was pretty scary actually at the time. And looking back on it, I've said so many times in my life, I don't know how we lived through these things, Bill. But somehow we did. We lived through them, and we look back on them and have a chuckle and say, are we ever stupid people? And kind of go, I hope our kids are smarter than us. Anyway, it was Christmas time, and we were going to go down to the coast for Christmas. We lived up country in BC, and we were going to go down to the coast for Christmas time. We had very little money, but we figured out how much gas we needed to get there. We had nothing to do while we were there but stay at my mom's house. People were visiting us there. So we didn't need to do any riding around very much while we were down there. And we had gas money to come back. And we knew that Mom would make sandwiches for us on the road home. We took a picnic with us on the way down. So what more did we need? Card money. Well, anyway, we got there. And our holiday was wonderful. We had a great time. We packed the car up. It was packed to the top. And we just had an 8-hour drive home. At about the 5-hour mark in our drive, the car didn't feel right. And we were later leaving in the day too because of, getting all packed up and whatnot. But it was coming on around dinner time, and here we were. The car didn't feel like it was pulling to the right. We got through the town of Clinton, and we were out about 3 or 4 miles outside of Clinton, and the car just wasn't going to go. We looked at it, and there was 3 wheels that would turn, and 1 wheel wouldn't turn at all. So we knew it was a serious problem, and we had to get back to town. So we had to hoof it back to town, but we didn't all hoof it back. The tow truck driver took me and the kids, and Bill hoofed it back. So anyway, he came back. Then they made arrangements for a different fellow who was going to go out and had the right equipment to hook on, like a flatbed truck to hook the car on. So we put the car on the flatbed and brought it back. It was New Year's Eve, and I said to Bill, what are we going to do? And he said, I don't know, we have no money. And I said, well, we're going to have to try and find a place to stay. So brave Bill, he goes up to the hotel that's there, or motel, and he goes in and he gets to talk to the guy by his first name and gets to know him and tells a little bit about us. And then very politely, but matter-of-factly, he said, I'm not going to fool anything around, he said. He said, I have no money. He said, I have very little money on me. I can't afford this room. But he said, I promise you, if you will let my family stay here tonight and we get home tomorrow, I will send you the money. And the guy very generously said yes. So we took the few dollars that we had, went to a grocery store and bought a thing of milk and some cereal for the kids to have. And we watched the ball drop at 9 o'clock at night instead of midnight. And then the next day we got up and realized they had to order parts for the car. So the car wasn't going to be done. So we had to phone my parents and say, could you possibly buy us a bus ticket? Yes, they could buy us a bus ticket. But if they bought the bus ticket, there was no way for us to collect it. So we had to wait for the bus to come into town and then talk to the bus driver and say, we have tickets. We don't have them physically, but we do have tickets they paid for. My parents paid for them, but you'll have to, we give you the numbers off of them and you'll have to check it out when you get into the next stop. And he graciously let us on the bus. Then we get back to Quesnel. It had been snowing the whole time. We get back to Quesnel. We literally could not get in the driveway. There was snow, so much snow. We would have had to shovel a tunnel to get in. But anyway, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. We didn't feel like shoveling, but we got enough of a path that we could tramp down to get into the house. Bill had to work the next day, and our car wasn't going to be ready for a week. Then he had to phone the taxi company and say, could you pick me up and take me to work and bring me home every day for a week without getting paid, and we'll pay you at the end of the week. I could not believe that all these people were so generous and said yes, and they all got paid. We were dead broke again, but they all got paid. And I said to Bill, I will never again travel without enough money to get us home. Never. It was terrible, but these people were so generous. I hope that if ever presented with an issue like that where I could help, I would really like to believe that I would be that person. But there's so many scary people in the world that you're almost afraid to do that. So I'm going to go out of my way to be nice to everybody. All right, I don't really have anything else to say today. I'm looking forward to showing you my collage tomorrow and Bill's painting that he won. And we'll talk to you all tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.